Today's Saturday, and so I'm going to be working on some of the plumbing and the water fixtures. So I'm trying to get that installed, and yeah, so let me show you a little bit of what I purchased and what we have, what my plans are. This is basically the layout that I've kind of drawn out for what I'm going to do with the water, and I'll just kind of go through it real quickly. So from the water faucet at the campground or wherever, it'll go into an inlet, which is this device right here that I've got to install into the side of the van. And from that inlet, it's going to go to the first valve, which is a bypass valve, which is this right here. And then from that valve, it will go one or two ways. It will go straight to the freshwater tank, or it'll go to another valve that will divert either straight to the sink or from the inlet, or come from the pump to the sink. And the pump that I have is basically this right here. It is a SureFlow, I think a 3 gallons per minute pump. And so from the freshwater tank, we'll also have a line that'll go straight into the pump and then out to the sink. And for the from the sink, we're going to drain into the gray water tank, and then from the gray water tank it goes out to an outlet. And I'll show you guys all of that once I've got it totally installed. This little thing here, I was thinking of using the air vents to flow from one to the other just in case the fresh water overfilled, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for right now. So yeah. All right, so hopefully that gives you a little idea on what I'm about to do here, and we'll hide speed through this, and then I'll show you the end result. All right, good morning, guys. It is a Saturday morning, and Josh and I are actually starting to work on the van this morning. We're going to give you some updates on the counters in a little bit here, but what I'm going to be finishing up today is the plumbing. I had purchased some Camco diverter valves that were faulty. They leaked, and returned them on Amazon. Called the company, and they said they should be good for a pressurized system and they shouldn't leak, so I bought two more, and those two leaked. So I bought some diverter valves from a local RV store, and they seem to be much better quality, and so I'm going to try to put those in today, get the plumbing all taken care of, and then show you guys a little bit later how it all works. And hopefully it all works without water spraying everywhere. So, all right, so yeah, so we're gonna get started. Josh is gonna be working on cabinets, and I'll be working on the plumbing first off here this morning. All right, okay, here we go. Okay, good morning guys. It is still working on the plumbing. It's actually been a number of days since we started working on the plumbing, and have finally got it together, and just kind of want to show you how it all works together. As you can see, I'm in my jacket. It's like 30 some degrees now here in Pensacola, Florida, and yeah, so let me just kind of show you what's going on here and what we have. So first of all, I installed this water inlet. It's a SureFlow water inlet. It actually has a water regulator incorporated into the inlet. And so from this inlet, I've got this flexible hose that goes to our faucet. So it goes to the inside, and let me show you how that all works together. Okay, so let me show you what we got going on here. This is the inside. So the inlet is right here, and from the inlet it comes to this shutoff valve. From that shutoff valve it goes to another bypass valve, and this valve determines where the water goes in terms of either going straight to the sink or going to fill up the freshwater tank. Okay, so after this valve it goes into this valve, and this valve determines what feeds the sink, either straight from the water inlet, or it's a bypass valve that can feed from the water pump, which the pump is right there. So essentially I have a tank system here that basically does not have to be taken out or removed, because I can fill it straight from the water inlet, and then also the gray water tank, which is actually sitting right there, has a valve of its own that allows me to open and drain the gray water out through this black hose out to the bottom of the van. So let me just kind of show you how this all works. And here's the sink. And over here I've installed, and you can see we're still working on the cabinets here, but over here I've installed a pump switch. So we've got the 12 voltage on and the pump turned on, and what we're going to do here is, first of all, let's get water to the sink straight from the water inlet, straight from the hose. So we turn this on, then we turn this to here, and now, if I'm doing this correctly, this sink should have water, and it's perfect. So that's water coming straight from the water inlet, outside water inlet, and not from the freshwater tank. All right, now if we wanted to fill the freshwater tank, all we have to do is basically turn this valve right here. And I don't know if you can hear that. The freshwater tank, let me kind of open this up here so you can see, it's right there. And it is currently filling with fresh water. All right, that's a 5-gallon tank, and so we're going to turn that off. Now let's say we want to use the water pump. So we switch this valve down to the water pump, and now when we turn the faucet on, the pump should start. And there it is. You can hear the pump. The pump's going. It's actually nice and quiet. I'm actually surprised. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope you like that setup. I find it's going to be very beneficial when we don't have to pull tanks out and dump tanks and fill tanks, that everything can be done straight through that water inlet. So yeah, that wraps up the water and plumbing portion of the van, and we've got more. You can see we're still working on cabinetry, and that video is coming out real soon. All right, All right, hope you guys have a great one. Like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.